Who do these niggas think they're talking to?
What? Ruben, you can't say that.
What the holy heck? Can this guy just freaking, like, get to the point already? Like, talk about bad faith.
These intros are ass, my dude.
Gee whiz, I've been gone for a month, over a month at this point. Where on earth have I been? What have I been up to? Well, I've been having joyous fun and other such merry things. I wonder what my detractors have been up to. I wonder what the opposition has been up to. I hope they've been having, I hope they've been doing well. Oh, okay. Thank you to channel members like Curly, Chunk, Ashbeater421, and Zplaya for making videos like this one possible. Benjamin Simon, aka Ruben Sim. I'm not really a big fan of Ruben Sim, and I don't think I'm allowed to say it. As soon as you say those words in that order, about 100 people immediately unsubscribe, dislike your video, and tell you that you fell off and that you suck. So instead of doing that, it seems like most content creators have, I don't know, let's say fallen in line. Video after video I have seen of doing actual fucking tricks on it. Every video has to pander so hard to the Ruben crowd just to get flight at all and not be horrifically disliked.
As much as I don't want to say this, because I'm not the biggest fan of furries myself, I think Ruben Sim in this situation is very much wrong.
Ruben Sim is wrong? Okay, how dare you, buddy? That's gonna be, in 200 dislikes.
I think Ruben partly exposed that guy. So, yeah, I mean, that's good. That's just a net good for the platform. But obviously harassing people is bad.
Boo! Sound effect, loud, incorrect buzzer, buddy. That's gonna be 100 dislikes, dude.
And obviously, he's done so many good things for the Roblox community, which makes this like a difficult situation to judge.
You know, he's the savior of Roblox.
Finally someone says the actual truth. This video is the culmination of some of my hardest research and work ever. I'm essentially going to go through everything Ruben Sim and give you some things that I do not like about the guy. Proudly brought to you by Gone Fishing, Paycheck Gang 2024. Let's get into the video. Oh, wait.
Oh boy, everyone, big news. The greatest and most moral content creator of all time, Benjamin Simon, aka Ruben Sim, literally saves 100 orphans from a burning building. In addition to that, he could also be seen outside of the burning building, saving cats from the burning trees that were on fire because of the building. And as he was leaving the scene, he also gave $100,000 to homeless people. Really a great guy. I mean, I honestly can't think of any logical reason why you would dislike this dude. Honestly, anybody who does dislike him has got to be. You gotta be just like looking for stuff. I mean, nobody has any legitimate, actual reasons to dislike him. There are no legitimate reasons to dislike Ruben Sim.
For the past like pretty much like year, I've just been shelving like a bunch of like shitty posts of his that I think suck actually, and I'm just gonna kind of hit you scattershot with a bunch of them and why I think they suck, to hopefully like arm you against that kind of argumentation in the future, because let's be real, he's not going to stop doing that anytime soon.
Ad hominem, adjective of an argument or reaction.
Ruben, I fucking hate when you use shitty, stupid ad hominems against people in like every single instance. Number one, because you are a grown-ass man and you know what you're doing 110%. Number two, because you're a Roblox YouTuber. The like audience of like 7th graders who fucking see this shit just see it and go, oh, fuck yeah, Ruben, you owned another heckin' degenerate in the marketplace of ideas with facts and logic, my bruh. His process for like, you know, dealing with a critic or whatever is like, from everything I have seen, make jokes about it and then dig up something that they said once to like try and discredit them. It's so pissy because of the amount of kids that see it and then eat it up like fresh hot fucking porridge. I would go on like a shooting spree right now. Let's not say that. I would go on just like a spree of like listing a bunch of examples, but I could just put them on the screen for you, like here, and here. Once in a full moon do I ever see him actually, like, I don't know, let's say confront an argument. He usually just wants to tell you why you shouldn't listen to it in the first place instead of actually confronting it. Like, pretty much at the end of the day, all that he's fucking saying when he goes off haha, this person sucks, whatever, blah, 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 don't listen to them, is just look at this loser who says he doesn't like me. All the people who like me are like really cool and epic, and anybody who doesn't like me is a cringe loser. I also don't get how, like, you're 27 years old. I wish you could just like come out of the gate swinging with your big boy pants on and just tell people that like you don't like people that wear animal costumes. Why does it have to have all this like shit justification for it? It can't just be like, hey, I don't like people in animal costumes. It has to be like, I don't like people in animal costumes because like they actually they don't even eat all their vegetables. Like, okay, like here's Ruben citing he does this a fair amount, cherry picking surveys that agree with him, or just cherry picking like surveys that have results that he agrees with and ignoring the ones that don't. Here's him citing one that's like a complete and utter nothing burger from a website called like furscience.com on the frequency of porn use.
Fun fact about furries. According to a pro-furry research group, 95% of them consume furry porn. That's not just 9 out of 10. That's 19 out of 20.
Holy frick, Ruben. Heckin' porn use? My bruh. What in Ohio is that? Am I right?
OMFG, bro. Fucking heckin' use. Epstein 2.0. Fucking check this guy's hard drive, my bruh.
I'm not here to like speak, you know, on like a usage or demonizing like pornography in general. I don't really care. I don't have a horse in this race. But making it like, trying to make it look like, you know, cramming a fucking like round square peg into a round hole, making it seem like this one specific community has some heightened level of like, you know, use is insane. Especially like, dude, 70% of men in the US, 40% of the women. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care if you have this kind of like, you know, morality, but it's one thing to like, you know, be like, hey, I personally don't, you know, like indulge in that, and it's another thing to like enforce your morality on other people. When someone points out though what I like literally just said, being the, you know, obvious like actual facts of the situation, he goes, surprise, addicts and child predators are much more rare outside of the furry community. Like, what? There's no evidence provided here. There's no evidence provided in this tweet. I don't think he's ever actually even cited anything. He's just lying. I don't know what else to say. He's just talking out of his fucking ass. I watched his like shitty fucking like Turkey Tom interview. By the way, great guy to do like I don't know, a puff piece with. Turkey Tom, that's great.
Oh fuck. Don't do it. Oh fuck.
That's great. But I watched like a little bit of this little like Turkey Tom interview that he gave. And he like just glosses over this fucking glaring fact that's like staring him in the windows of his soul, that, you know, 70% of men and 40% of women in the US like look at pornography. He pretty much just goes like, yeah, look, I know, but like, we're not talking about that right now, guys. Just ignore that. Just like act like it does. If we just act like it doesn't exist, then it's like the same thing as it not existing.
And this is specifically for, this is not in general. I know something like 70% of American men under 30 consume.
Right.
But this is specifically for.
Absolutely peak journalism when confronted with facts that, let's say, paint your argument in a much clearer light and like almost like completely devalue it. You just ignore it. Just ignore it. This tactic works 100% of the time if the only people that are watching you are a bunch of fucking 7th graders. Yeah, it is pretty clear he's on some kind of like no-fap grift, and if you're unfamiliar with what that is, here, libertarian, by the way. And this is where I say, like, sometimes it does pay to be a debate, bro. Apparently I am one. We'll circle back there. I know we're just getting started here, believe me. Like, it sometimes pays to be able to see some shit like this that a bunch of middle schoolers are gonna cheer for and be like, it's actually really fucking stupid. Here's why. And looking fabulous while doing it. I mean, goddamn, my physique. I mean, they hate to see a pure Aryan winning. Sorry, guys. I'm actually not pure Aryan. I'm actually Italian. Like, you would think if he was trying to prove that all furries are zoophiles or all furries are child predators or whatever, then he would, I don't know, show the actual data on that, except he can't because the data completely contradicts him, so we can't show that actually. No, it doesn't exist. Again, that's the golden rule. If it contradicts me, it doesn't exist. Running the Mods for Dummies Discord has galvanized my hatred towards furries, who make up an extremely disproportionate amount of the predators on Roblox. Actually, it blows my mind that people still choose to identify with this community. Sources cited anecdotes A through Z, confirmation bias, and his whole hug box of a community who is like, yes, daddy, you're so right, no matter what he says. He could literally get up on a fucking soapbox and be like, Hitler did some good things, and you'd have guys who'd be like, all right, let's weigh the pros and cons of this, okay? All of this drama started form me, and that's not a typo, that was what his tweet said. Minor spelling mistake, kill this youth. Form me referencing the furry community's own research findings. Their response is, and it's in all caps in this quotation, so that's how you know it's not supposed to be taken seriously. 400 plus is too small of a sample size. Yeah, can you imagine someone with nerd glasses saying 400 is too small of a sample size of a community that has millions of people? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's like so stupid. Like, let's let 400 people who took a survey decide whether you get rights. How about that? 400 is too small of a sample size. Literally, yes. Like, literally, yes. I don't know what else to say than literally, yes. You have to pull at least 30,000. Nobody said 30,000, but yeah, no, it is funny how in that own sentence, it's like he's almost confronting the futility of his own retarded argument. Like, yeah, why would you pull 30,000 people on their habits? I thought this was about pedos and zoos. But now we're just going after anybody that looks... I mean, dude, he has moved the fucking goalposts so far. We are in another fucking stadium, in another state, in another fucking country. At first, it was like, the furries, like, they make up an extremely disproportionate amount of the pedophiles and zoophiles. They're all zoophiles. They're all disgusting zoophile fanatics, blah, 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 blah. And now it's like, well, okay, guys, come on. Some of them probably look at sometimes, okay? Like, let's be real with ourselves. Really? That's what we're doing? You're 27 years old. You want to go on Twitter and like post to people that are half your age that like this group of people is bad because they look at... Okay, you do you, buddy. Keep up the great work, pal. Libertarian, by the way.
Hi. Okay, this is an image that I found on Ruben's Kiwi Farms, like by one of his fans on Kiwi Farms. And it's called Ruben Bingo. I just figured we would like go through this because like I assume this is like supposed to be a bingo sheet for like your typical Ruben Sim cringe hater. Okay, number one is questionable interests and or followings. I see the thing is though is that this is so amorphous it could be like fit into any kind of box. I'm assuming these guys would find it questionable that I get pussy. Doesn't actually watch his content. No, I actually do. Ah, damn it! I'm slandering him. No. Who cares? It doesn't affect you. You shouldn't be talking about it. What is this even about? Tries to use the Roblox code. What is this Psychwardian babble? Progressive. Shit. You got me. Not all furries. Proceeds to generalize a group. I mean, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of using your own argument that you favor. You favor the argument where you generalize a whole group, but then you get mad when people flip out and turn it on you. But then you're like, oh my god, the hypocrisy of it. The hypocrisy of it all. God, this stupid shit. I'm just coloring shit in, bro. If you watch his content, Again, this could literally fit into anything, but like you win, Junior. Here you go. Here, I'll fill it in for you, buddy. Supports deplatforming him out of spite. No, I think he should still have the platform so everybody can come and throw rocks at him. I think that's pretty great, actually. Ruben Sim is blank. Oh shit, what a bulletproof... What a bulletproof generalization. Everybody's just saying Ruben Sim is fill in the spot, right? I mean, come on, they all say that. They all say that he's something, right? I wonder why they put the Star of David here. Brings up the... No, I don't think this is relevant at all. I don't think it's relevant with, like, stupid, you do as, like, a stupid kid. I will say, though, if he tries to bring up things that other people do as stupid kids, then I think, yes, then I think this does become incredibly relevant. Here's a classic example of cognitive dissonance. If we just put something, like a true statement in, like, a sarcastic framework, then what? People are not supposed to take it seriously? No, like, this is literally f***ing true. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go, like, with a looking glass and look in everybody's window and see if they're having sex without you? This understands the point that calling someone a degenerate isn't necessarily calling them a pedo-zoophile. Oh, shit, my bad, except he has called people zoophiles. You f***ing reet. Uses black, Zoomer-esque speak. Ruben is entirely responsible for what his audience does and thinks, even if he discourages it. I will say he is responsible for what they think if he told them that. Yeah, he is harassing this person. But it's only one tweet, briefly mentioned, and also, okay, in case those aren't true, probably deserved.
Probably deserved. Okay, normal people will see furry. This is such a chronically online take, because like literally yes, people in the normal world are like, oh wow, a nice animal, cute animal costume, walks away. Uses Discord/Reddit unironically as their internet life. Known echo chambers. These guys will literally call having friends an echo chamber. Source: Ruben Sim Exposer. Any unreliable, unsubstantial source of information. So what? Am I just gonna be deemed an unsubstantial, unreliable source of information? Like that's pretty much what this is saying, right? Anybody that we disagree with is like unreliable source of information. But whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm an unsubstantial, unreliable source of information. So yes, my source is I found it myself, and I did all the journalistic work. But I guess you're just gonna call me an unreliable source afterwards. So like, what is even the fucking point, right? What's even the fucking point? So there we go.
Gone Fishing, you know, he's the smartest Roblox commentary YouTuber.
Oh yeah, no, this is a side point, but I also don't think there's like just his arguments that like suck dick. I think his channel as a whole has seen just like a massive nosedive like ever since he got sued by Roblox. And I just mean like artistically, dude has been like overusing fucking like AI art for his thumbnails, like AI generated video and images. And I'm not even here to like cry about how you like took an artist's job or some shit like that. You just look like a quack. You just look like kind of a dipshit. You look really like uninspired and really just kind of pathetic. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, think of the poor artist whose job you stole. Like, no, you just look like you have no artistic integrity. You just kind of suck. Same thing when you, I don't know, steal an actual artist's shirt designs and then like list it as your own product with no credit. Literally just steal it and then slap your own logo on it as if the artist or anybody else wouldn't f***ing notice. Yeah, that's crazy. I just wanted to make sure I put that in the video because, you know, like I want to give people like 101 reasons to dislike Ruben Sim. By the way, how lazy do you have to be to fake like a tie-dye shirt? This isn't even on the script. Like how lazy, how much of dude, it's a tie-dye shirt. Like I said, majority of his arguments boil down to either hasty generalization, which is where you, assume that something is true of a whole because it is true for some part of a whole. Ad hominems, where you attack a person themselves instead of the argument that they're actually making. And a third, mysterious logical fallacy that is just so great, and I actually have so much to say on it that I decided it's just gonna be like another section like of the video. This is gonna be a long one.
Okay, hopefully by like the 10-minute mark, or you know, beyond that, now that the first section's out, hopefully we got like all the fucking Ruben fans to quit watching. That's kind of my goal. Like, because if they just leave this you know, near hour-long video thinking that all I did in it was just, I don't know, bring up tweets and criticize them, then that's great, you know. I hope they don't know that I actually mean business. If you are a Ruben fan, you're still watching here, dude, you're not gonna be very happy. I'm very sorry about that.
Ben Simon is the name that I go by. Click to ban user is the name that they know me by.
Guilt by association for those of you who aren't in their debate bro phase like me, and no, I will not stop mentioning that message. It's just where you try to like discredit someone based on their supposed affiliation with a group or a belief or action or something of theirs that was done by a group. An example being like, I don't know, Hitler drank water, so anybody that drinks water is a Nazi. It's a dumb, obvious fallacy, dumb line of argumentation that really only works if you're like preaching to the choir, telling a group of people that have already made up their minds what they want to hear more of. So for that reason, it should be no surprise that Ruben uses this like ad nauseum against everybody that he goes up against in the grand, ever-expanding marketplace of ideas. Tells random teens that they're following zoophiles with no actual proof. Implies that a 14-year-old is a pedophile because he was groomed into being sexual around others. Calls my girlfriend a porn addict because she is a furry who has drawn NSFW before privately. Calls a dead man a zoophile and defends it by saying he didn't do his research. Routinely uses ufollow NSFW accounts as a substitute for an actual argument against somebody, even when the person in question is an adult, and in general would rather tell you why you shouldn't listen to somebody instead of actually dissecting what they're saying. Given his frequency to attack people based on their supposed connections to a group, I'm sure, absolutely 100% sure, Ruben, our golden boy, would have no such connections himself. You know, nothing that even looks slightly suspicious to a passerby. Nothing at all.
Alright, well, it was fun not being harassed, but here we go.
And Simon is the name that I go by.
Kiwi Farms.
Here's a quote from Benjamin.
Kiwi Farms has been an invaluable resource in uncovering and combating child molestation, grooming, animal abuse, sex pests, domestic violence, parental neglect, and political hysteria. The fact that eunuch fart pornographers and thwomp-headed rapists are running a disinfo campaign against the site to keep their own dirty laundry from being aired out doesn't change anything.
He said that like not even 6 months ago.
Ruben has been a fan of Kiwi Farms for a really, really long time. In years prior, he could be seen in like the chat for the creators, like streams or like posting nods to it on Twitter. Now he's just like, I guess, decided that he doesn't have much left to lose, so he's just gonna like affiliate with them. If you don't know what Kiwi Farms is, let me let Ruben explain it for you.
Gossip forum dedicated to weird internet people with a quote-unquote, and highlight this part on your notes, strict policy against harassment. I mean, sounds okay to me, right? If not a little toxic, but you know, I mean, sounds okay to me. I mean, I definitely don't have like 15 more pages left to go. Yeah, shocker alert. Kiwi Farms is actually an online hate forum designed to facilitate the harassment of people, primarily the queer ones. Sorry to use the P word when talking about them. Hiding under the like banner of, oh, we're just like protecting children, we're like hunting pedophiles, but also we're gonna like harass some like queer teenagers, like in the hopes that they commit suicide, like just sometimes. Okay, we're just gonna do it a little bit, okay? Like, yeah, fun fact, they also, this might shock you, but it actually doesn't have a strict policy against harassment. In fact, it barely even has one at all. I skimmed through like their entire TOS, and the actual only thing that they have to prevent harassment is to the extent that it breaks the law, which most online harassment doesn't. So like anything goes, as long as it doesn't break the law. Okay, you can't like literally show up to someone's house with a gun, but like everything before that, just as long as they can't be held legally accountable, is what they're pretty much saying. Yeah, here's Ruben's profile on Kiwi Farms. Not only does he have 100 followers, but he also has been verified by the site's owner. Great stuff. For fuck's sake, he even has his own thread on him called Ruben's derangement syndrome, where him and a bunch of his fans will post people who have dissenting or negative opinions of their, you know, supreme leader. This has been going on ever since he like joined the site just about 6 months ago, going on in either the Roblox community general thread or the newly created Ruben's derangement syndrome thread. Him and his followers have just been posting like pretty much everybody who has a dissenting opinion against him, and this is something that Ruben actively contributes to and incentivizes. When I say that they have posted like just about everybody who has a dissenting opinion of him, I fucking mean it. They posted someone on here who had 1,000 subscribers so that they could like target and dislike their video. 1,000 subscribers. On February 23rd, in fact, a Ruben Sim fan on Kiwi Farms posted my video about him from last June, almost a year ago, to get his attention, writing, "I hate to double post, but I've came across some tard who has some rather vocal opinions about Ruben." This one message that obviously had a lot more discussion after that had a surprisingly far reach, as within a couple hours of that it had reached Soyjack Party, where users then posted my docs within minutes, as well as a bunch of threats to swat and kill me. Great stuff. And this is all while Ruben and his fans were like still posting on Kiwi Farms about me, saying shit like, get this, Gone Fishing is also apparently friends with an NSFW artist who uses Roblox, which is apparently one of the main reasons he is spurging out at Ruben. His excuse being that he doesn't post his work on Roblox, even though he advertises himself on Roblox. Make of that what you will. That's not true. When do I step in? Like, when do I step in, like, reading this, like, paragraph of bullshit and be like, hey, that's ahistorical. I don't know what else to say. That didn't fucking happen. Like, all of this is untrue. But, like, of course, none of them would know that. You know why? Because it was a lie that they got from Ruben himself.
Turns out lying about people on a public platform has consequences.
Of course, Ruben had to give his seal of approval and contributions here, adding 6 days later a epic meme that baselessly calls my girlfriend a porn addict. Great stuff. And oh boy, because he put the fucking quarter in the fucking, you know, vending machine. Boy, did they just go on and on, calling us f***s and posting art of us as a happy couple and claiming it is an example of saying that I probably beat her, that I am not only okay with pedophilia, but that I probably get nudes from children, and threatening to harass us further. My question is, though, honestly, why wouldn't they harass us further? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? After all, Ruben himself has openly advocated for bullying against people that, like, you know, someone like my girlfriend, someone who he deems to be a addict with no proof. That sounds like slight hyperbole gone fishing. I mean, I don't think he literally... I am 100% absolutely against bullying in all cases without exception, unless it's against people who are public about their consumption. In that case, it's weapons free. That is a word-for-word post he made. He literally just said it. Yeah, so in that case, what's the problem, right? They're just following orders, you know what I mean? Despite that, though, Ruben, out of what I can only imagine was self-preservation, you know, realizing that, like, hey, if this hit, people saw that this was happening behind closed doors, people probably wouldn't be super happy about that. So out of what I can only imagine is self-preservation, he, like, tries to ease them away from making a thread to harass me and my girlfriend. Wow, what a brave guy, by the way.
I feel like Gone Fishing is just going through a debate bro phase. He's still really young. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Ruben. Ruben has my back. You know, maybe I'm falling out of line, right? Maybe I'm falling out of line, you know? How dare I think I'm in the position to make demands when Ruben Sim is out here just, I mean, sticking up for me. Wow.
He didn't even say that they wouldn't. He just said, like, there are other people more deserving of a thread, which implies what? That I'm, like, someone that we deserve to make a thread about? Yeah, please, yeah, come and harass me. Please come and harass me, a stable man with a happy, loving relationship.
There's other people way more deserving of a thread, like Nathrix. I feel like Gone Fishing is just going through a debate bro phase.
He's still really young. Despite Benjamin valiantly sticking up for me, it was already too late. Yeah, sorry. No, sorry.
Fake phone call ringing sound effect.
Is this Tristan?
Yes.
Hey Tristan, so I remember talking with you in August of last summer about a swatting call. Sounds like something similar is going on.
Okay.
I hate to do it to you again, but yeah.
2 days after the post by Ruben and his fans on Kiwi Farms, I was actually swatted. What? Yeah, someone called the mental health hotline so the call couldn't be recorded, saying that I quote-unquote raped my little sister, that I don't know if she's still alive or not, and that I'm going to kill myself. Trying to figure out who could have possibly done this, I found out that the swatter had mistakenly called on the wrong address, which is something that had not happened before. Wouldn't you know, 3 days later a new dox on me drops when it lists my address as the same mistaken address that they swatted 3 days prior, which was a dead giveaway that it was the same person behind both the swatting and the dox. Every, swatting has motivations. Criminality players swatted me in 2022 for being friends with Dilly Boyo. The Roblox KKK swatted me twice for getting their pages shut down. An alt-right Roblox YouTuber swatted me as revenge for exposing him. And these guys swatted me for, and I quote, has a weird fetish artist girlfriend and contributes to his significant other's fetish art, also calling my girlfriend a weird f***ing freak. These were all claims that were fabricated out of whole cloth by none other than Ruben Sim himself, popularized by him and his followers on Kiwi Farms in the week prior. But don't take my word for it, here's him actually just fucking saying it. Here's him accusing Tyler of drawing of him, which was completely false, and despite that, he never corrected it publicly. Here's him accusing her of borderline sexual harassment publicly, as well as trying to paint her as obsessed. Here's him doubling down on something he previously apologized for, alleging that my girlfriend was advertising on Roblox because she had 18 plus in her bio for her age. And here's him calling my girlfriend a addict. And boy oh boy, look what the f***ing cat dragged in.
Womp, 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 womp. Sound effects type thing.
Yeah, so this is a thread made by Ruben Sim fans on Soy Jack Party to harass my girlfriend. Here's them trying to find socials and things of her, threatening to kill her and stuff. Ruben Deity, Mog's Onion Train.
Holy f***ing shit, if this is true, tell Ruben Sigma.
Oh, wait, what? What's this image? What? Interesting. Okay, she's actually obsessed with Ruben, despite being his #1 hater. Sexual obsession with Ruben. Yes, normal f***ing sane people making fun of someone for being a grooming victim. She is a legit f***ing whore. Ruben knows this. Why has he not called it out? Call Ruben Sigma now. I want this tranny inlet N-word hell. Worst part about this is that this isn't even an isolated incident. Ruben's fans on Soy Jack Party have done this to multiple people. Here's some of them. It's probably a bunch more I can't even find. You may say, oh, gone fishing. He can't control these people, though. I mean, it's not like he dog whistled to them publicly on his main Twitter account. Oh, except he did do that. Huh. Soy teams, stand back and stand by. Honestly, though, you shouldn't have to wonder too hard on why he would dog whistle to a platform that's like literally just harassment utopia. Ruben has also demonstrated that he is very clearly pro-harassment himself and has even gotten in on the fun. Here's a lone dissenter that he cyberbullied with an actual f***ing hate mob of people. When they were pleading for him to stop, he told them to walk away from the screen hard. Here's an artist that many of you are probably familiar with, Fallen Chungus, who attempted suicide a couple weeks ago. Ruben actually, behind the scenes, liked and supported posts making fun of their alleged suicide at the time. Great guy. I'd say the biggest example of this, though, in recent is this Jersey Furry dude. If you don't know, Jersey Furry ran the Ruben Sim Exposed Twitter account. Here's a video that Jersey posted himself, which I only assume Ruben held a gun to his head and made him read.
Ruben and I have already come into good terms after having a civilized conversation, that of which happened in a public Twitter space. Ruben has also specified that he does not tolerate doxing or harassment towards anyone at all. He is aware that a small number of his fan base has successfully managed to dox me and publicly reveal tons of my legal information.
I kind of feel sorry for the guy because Ruben is just straight up lying to him here. Not only was he doxed by his fans, but Ruben actually encouraged the dox and helped feed it. Despite all that, though, despite all of his, harassment and shit, he then sent me this fucking puppy-eyed DM. Heads up, the Shardy is trying to raid you and your girlfriend. Thanks, Ruben. Thank you, buddy, old pal. Thanks, man. Oh, thanks for looking out for me, buddy. He acknowledges that he knew that it's like overblown shit and it doesn't actually amount to anything. But on Kiwi Farms, oh boy, would you not know that that's what his take was, because here's like the exact same thing being posted as it was on Soy Jack Party. Let's see. What are the reactions to this? Who reacted drink? Oh, Benjamin? Oh, he reacted drink yesterday at 11:49. Interesting, but I thought it was overblown. I thought we should just ignore it. Yeah, Ruben saw all this, saw a message that says, I hate N-words and Nazis. I want you to pass this message to your German girlfriend. You are a Nazi and always will be by blood. Accept it. He saw that and was like, f***ing drink to that, baby. This is the me sowing versus me reaping mentality. Me when I'm sowing. Oh, yeah, your girlfriend's f***ing degenerate, pathetic, sexually harassing me. She's like obsessed with me, dude. Holy f***.
Me when I'm reaping.
Holy shit, dude. You're getting harassed on like a bunch of different like far right platforms and shit, and I'm just sorry. I'm just really sorry. I would suggest ignoring it, honestly. Really looking out for you, buddy. Just trying to help you out here. I'm so sorry this is happening. Who could have done this? We have no idea. The culprit is still pending.
Yeah, so all of that because of Ruben and his lies and his posts on Kiwi Farms, but I have more to add that I'm going to show you. Because of him signal boosting it earlier, now his followers on Kiwi Farms are dragging it up again and really just running a f***ing marathon for it. I mean, his followers are on here saying that my girlfriend is a pedophile for, like, drawing us cuddling. Where is Ruben to, like, I don't know, come down and, send the f***ing paragraph of shit that I sent him that debunks all of it? Nowhere to be seen. No, he was there when he was signal boosting it, right, to all of his followers and, replying with funny, epic memes, but then when people actually start sending misinformation that's gonna go out of the site and go onto the mainstream, then he's just not there anymore. I sent this as well as a whole paragraph to Ruben explaining how all of this is bullshit. Even though he acknowledged it's bullshit, he didn't take any, you know, he didn't try at all to even stamp it out, you know, tell his followers that it was wrong or bullshit, whatever. Nope, he just kind of let it flow like f***ing tap water. Oh, also, yeah, Kiwi Farms, famously not a harassment site, by the way. They posted my docs on here and then justified why it should stay up. Here's them posting my docs. Thumbs up emoji. Great job with the fine, but quit being a f***ing pussy and putting doc shit in private after the original post. Shitter deserve to be doxxed on account of using shitter and being. Thanks for also mentioning to, you know, this thread of totally nice people that you can also find a docs on her, which is not complete, but here, great, a docs put together by a bunch of f***ing Ruben Sim stans. How do I know that? Because it's the same people from the Shardy. Yeah, and again, them trying to simultaneously paint me as like some helpless victim of her, of my partner in a f***ing relationship. Grow the f*** up. F*** you. F*** everybody who says shit like that. Oh my god, she drew this of her boyfriend when he was still 17. Okay, Parlo. Like, sit the fuck down, dude. Okay, I don't really have much else to say. Ruben, thanks. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks for all this. Thanks for, you know, spreading the lies that resulted in this. As a matter of fact, it's clear by the stuff on the docs page, if he had not said that shit and lied about us, they would not have justified that docs and that swatting with his lies, which they did. That's provable. That's just an objective fact. Okay, I'm done. We're going back to the video now.
Thank you, Kiwi Farms. Yeah, again, Ruben gassed this site up with a glowing review. Calling it a, you know, gossip forum with a strict policy against harassment. It is anything but, and the fact that he still continues to associate with this site, and very much likely will, and will probably even go on to post about me afterwards on here, honestly tells you more than enough, should tell you more than enough about him. Yeah, no, I am gonna be real, I am kinda like a little worried about the harassment that I'm going to receive over this video. In fact, this video has actually been postponed because my girlfriend is traveling and I don't want like her to get any shit while she's traveling. I don't really know what shit Ruben is gonna like pull out of his ass. I mean, dude, last time he literally took a clip of me out of context, posted it on Twitter as a gotcha, and it sent hundreds of people to my video to dislike it and then say, oh my god, why did you do this? Why did you do this? When it isn't what I did. Yeah, I don't even think the limit on who he's gonna go after stops. I don't even think the buck stops at just my girlfriend and I, because he's also shown that he might even like go after like my mom. Great retired 60-year-old woman versus Ruben Sim. Who's gonna win, you know?
An M16 here. What you can actually do. Oh shit, sorry. I didn't mean for you to see this outfit on.
And then Ruben Sim replied to this video with a
video of my family getting swatted by the Roblox KKK because my mom said the N-word. By the way, since you want to go that route, Ruben.
Who do these n***s at Hasbro think they're talking to?
Who do these n***s at Hasbro think they're talking to? Who do these n***s at Hasbro think they're talking to?
At this point, though, like, this has gone on for just under a year at this point, and, like, enough is enough. I don't really care what people say. I don't care what bridges are burned by people, you know, having to come with the horrible realization that I don't like Ruben Sim. I want people to know, like, what him and his followers and his lies have, like, done to me and the people that I care about. I figured, though, if they are going to make a thread on Kiwi Farms, the, you know, gossip forum with a strict policy against harassment, that I'm sure I'm definitely going to see the bright side of, I figured I would at least have fun with it. So, allow me to supply you with some stuff to help you get started.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you all the f***ing hot, piping hot tea against gone fishing so you can heckin' expose his libtarded ass. Real liberal, by the way. 100%, definitely a liberal. He's definitely a liberal. Go Fishy actually defends pedophiles. When I was 16, I, like, defended people before knowing everything about them, and then I retracted my defense of them when I found out that they were bad. This is something that you should definitely expose, though. This is something that you should definitely expose. Let's hold him accountable for this. Oh, shit, wait.
We bring the mob out. We fit the mob out. Fuck around, Leo Jod out. Hey, Leo Jod out. Hey, we bring the...
Okay, look, that's like barely any of it. We got more. Okay, gone fishing is done for. Okay, how about this? Go Fishy heckin' glorifies school shootings. He do that. He glorified school... Fucking, wait, hold on.
Roblox promotes high school dropouts until they come back and the school goes on a lockdown. Nerd alert!
We fit the mob out. Fuck around, Leo Jod out. Hey, Leo Jod out. Hey, we
too free. Okay, this last one is so specific, there is literally no way, okay? Go fishing when he was like 14, 15, but like ignore that though, ignore that. Asked his followers to draw suggestive art for a cringe compilation. Yeah, throw this guy in the slammer, dude.
We bring the mob out. We fit the mob out. Fuck around and get shot out.
What? Okay, dude, that's all we had. Shit, dude. Shit. I guess we're not so different, you and I. Anyway, so back to you in the studio.
I also expect you little chuddies to put some banner over it saying, yeah, because it's definitely a good look to go after a guy who attacks child predators, because that's what y'all are fucking doing.
Alright, let's get into the next section while I drink a milkshake. It's kind of melting, but such is the nature of life. Alright.
Oh boy, it's the official Ruben Sim BitChute account, a website I personally have never heard of. I don't really use it, but considering Ruben Sim's on here, I mean, the content has got to just be great. Let's go to the BitChute homepage. Educating your children in the era of anti-white racism.
And Simon is the new
Unlike Kiwi Farms, there is like literally no ambiguity here. No room to be like, oh well, I just use it to protect children or look out for pedophiles. BitChute is a far-right video streaming hosting platform, home to everything from Alex Jones fucking InfoWars to white supremacy and everything in between. And Ruben is an active user. Bum bum bum. Yeah, all the videos he uploads are actually mirrored onto the site, with some coming out even days before they are released on YouTube. Awesome stuff. He started doing it in like early 2019 after receiving 4 copyright strikes and then crying that he's being censored by big tech, urging his followers to sign up for BitChute if they quote-unquote don't want this story to end in a deleted video titled "Why YouTube is Deleting My Channel." To make it all worse, he did this knowing like precisely what was on the site and why it was used.
Go make an account on bitchute.com and then go to bitchute.com/RubenSim and subscribe to me. Seriously, if you're on a computer, press Control T. I want you to do it right now while I'm talking to you. I'll walk you through it, okay? Press Control T, bitchute.com. Ignore any of the racist shit that you might see, and at the top right, you're gonna click register.
Ignore any of the racist shit you might see. I mean, when I go to stormfront.com, just, guys, imagine if I told all my followers, like, guys, you know, Stormfront, is it really that bad? You know, just like, if you just ignore all the Nazi shit, then like, you just have a normal viewing experience, you know what I mean? He detailed his reasons for making this even further in older Patreon posts. Recently, it's dawned on me that major platforms like Patreon and YouTube are pushing little guys like me and so many others off of their platforms, with creators like Mumkey Jones, Bunty King, and Sargon of Akkad, highlight that one, having their revenue streams practically deleted over, and highlight this part too, jokes and opinions. It's clear that the authority of major corporations has overtaken many of the sites that we love and use every day, said Ruben Sim. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to realize that he's like crying about like being censored here. Over copyright strikes, by the way, not even like community guideline strikes. I've had 4 of them. Do you see me running around crying that I'm like being censored and yeah, interesting names he decided to cite though, like I said, saying that they had their revenue streams practically deleted over quote-unquote jokes and opinions. The one I can tell he's the biggest fan of, Sargon of Akkad, he goes on to defend later in another Patreon post titled Subscribe Star. Gamers, I know some of you, including me, have lost a lot of faith in Patreon recently after they started banning users for their personal beliefs. What he's referencing is a string of 3 users who were banned from Patreon in early 2019 for racism. 2 of them were like literal white nationalists, and the third one was Sargon of Akkad.
Someone wants me to say the N-word for $5. Nah, I'm gonna pass on that. Maybe if I weren't streaming and I was just in a Discord. I don't want to get banned from Patreon.
I don't want to be like Sargon. That was a little bullshit if you don't know about that.
Ruben characterizes his ban as being for personal beliefs, which is funny as considering it was actually for saying shit like this.
That was a little bullshit if you don't know about that.
Like, you are acting like a bunch of n***s, just so you know. You act like white n***s. Exactly how you describe black people acting is the impression I get dealing with the alt-right. Look, you carry on, but don't expect me to then have a debate with one of your f***ers. Why would I bother? Like, why would I bother? You act like an F-class title now. Maybe you're just acting like a n***. Have you considered that? Do you think white people act like this? White people are meant to be polite and respectful to one another, and you guys can't even act like white people?
That was a little bullshit if you don't know about that.
I'm a big advocate for freedom of speech.
Apparently banning someone for that is some kind of like free speech violation or something. Milkshake, done. So Benji told all like about 90,000 of his YouTube subscribers at the time to migrate to BitChute, essentially because he was being censored, knowing damn well like what the site consisted of. The thing is though, that was 5 years ago, right? And his YouTube channel never got deleted. So why the f is he still using the site to this day? I mean, to this day, he uploads every video on there. Like I said, sometimes days in advance from when he would upload them onto YouTube. Well, you say, it must be for profit, right? And I wouldn't knock that, right? If it was for profit. Well, in the 6 months since I started monitoring this page, he has gained 0 subscribers and only ever lost 1. His videos only get up to like 500 views, and that's being charitable. The most viewed video he's had in like the past year, I think it barely broke 1,000 views on that site. His more recent videos only get an average of like 200 views, which is what I was pulling when I had like 75 subscribers, for the record. So clearly he is not profiting much off of this, if at all. Not to mention, the pennies that he is making off of it are coming from ads like this.
Hi guys, just want to tell you about my new bobblehead that I just recently received.
This new Trumpinator bobblehead can be yours today with the tagline, "I'll be back in 2020. Perfect gift. Order yours now before they're gone, and they'll be gone fast."
So why the fuck is he still on the site? Let's all put our thinking caps on. One can only imagine it's to like dog whistle to members of the far right via this site. I don't think that's like really abstract to infer, considering like that's who watches videos on here. Like, why else would you have a page here? It's not even like this is like one of many other pages. Like, it's not like he also has like a Rumble account and like a Twitch account and like all this other no, just a BitChute account. Just a BitChute account. That's it. It's gotta be the dog whistle. It literally has to be. What? Like, this isn't like just some thoughtless choice. And it isn't just to back up his videos either, because he already has them backed up like places like here, and here. So why is he posting on a far-right video streaming platform? I'll leave you to answer that question. Now, let's just circle back to the underlying theme of this whole segment. Guilt by association. I did a great job of the segue there. Cough, cough, didn't I? With all that in mind, with his many, let's say, guilts via his association, it's kind of a wonder that he uses it as much as he does, considering how easily it can just be 180'd on him. Admittedly, I wanted to do this section to flip his own logic against him while simultaneously showing that I'm a little, extra read all about it boy, and I did my fucking research, because I did. I don't want you to like come away with the false conclusion here that I'm saying that he's being deceptive or that he doesn't really like believe the shit that he's saying. In fact, if anything, from everything I have seen, I think he's actually being incredibly consistent with his overall worldview. I think it's pretty clear that Ruben has some, let's say, external motivations that are driving him to whatever ends he decides are necessary that week.
What possible mysterious motivations could I be alluding to? You'll never know, except you will know because it's gonna be the next section.
My name is Navy, and I flow like gravy. Your rhymes are weak, prick. You don't even faze me.
Part 3. The bigger picture. Subheading. I don't think Ruben likes the queers very much.
Gone fishing, you claim I'm transphobic, and yet I follow a dead account called TransW and Transphobe L's. Heckin' smartphone, buddy. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, bitch.
You could assume my gender, it's okay.
Ruben hardly even tries to hide her dislike for trans people anymore. While last year she was, you know, taking clips of me out of context and mocking the idea that she would ever be transphobic. Now, like, dude, in any trans person that, like, walks past her is, like, immediately, like, crosshairs on. I am glad that she's being more honest, though, at the very least, because... damn! Has this motherfucker hated trans people for such a long time, and yes, there is video proof.
Deception. Roblox user Henny Bananas reported to have begun dressing up like a girl and telling people he is one. Why, Henny? Why do you do this? You're confusing people on their sexuality and bringing unnecessary attention to yourself. Please come home. Love, Mom and Dad.
Oh, that example is nothing compared to the others, though. I'm just gonna be honest. That was just to show how long that she's held this belief. Ruben, our big, beautiful girl. Yeah, here's a puzzling interaction she had with the known pedophile ZZ Red, where she seems to care more that they are trans than the fact that they have provably groomed children. This one's been talked to death already, I will say. Yeah, in fact, if anything, she kind of goes soft on them for the pedophilia stuff, but then really hammers in on them being trans. You're not a girl. You'll never be a woman. You're a man twisted by drugs and into a mockery of women. To make it worse, she, Ruben, then attaches an image containing multiple screenshots of ZZ's misconduct. I mean, like, genuine, like, predatory activities, like, you know, sending suggestive and nude photos of yourself to kids. I heard you like little girl. I heard you like little boys and girls. I heard you a pedophile. But apparently that's not what Ruben saw with this photo, though, because instead he says, oh, sorry, because instead she says they are pushing tranny femboy content on kids. Because, like, what? If the photos weren't of them in thigh highs, it would be, like, perfectly okay. Like, be so for real with me. Like, we can just assume that this is, like, poorly worded, but, like, dude, if a pedophile's like, what's wrong? Why can't I just send, like, suggestive photo? Why can't I just send nude pics to a minor? It's like, well, it's because you're trans, actually. If you were straight, like, we would just, like, move past it, like, we don't, but, like, specifically because you're trans. Thing is, there is still a way to combat the pedophile. I feel like I have to say that every, like, 5 seconds here. ZZ's messages without, you know, saying slurs, if you could believe that. You know, you could say something like, well, why was this photo sent to a kid? But, no, Ruben just completely blew past that and was like,
well, you see, the problem is that I fucking hate f***its and trannies. Hope this helps.
I'm doing some heckin' important shit right now, you know. There was this, like, one point that got in my head, and I wanted to say something about it, like, just now, and you can put this, like, clip over, you know, the part of the video where I, like, talk about it. There's this really stupid argument that I saw thrown around primarily on Kiwi Farms by Ruben and his, let's call them big fans, a point that I guess it's fair to assume he agrees with, considering I'm pretty sure he liked the posts about it. Here it is. I f***ing hate this argument. This argument is so f***ing asinine.
Z might be a pedophile and a groomer, but don't be hecking transphobic. Oh, you f***ing got him. Oh, no. That's definitely what people use in the screenshot are arguing here. Yeah, no, they're saying don't be hecking transphobic to the pedophile. That's definitely what they're arguing. Yeah, no.
I think my fundamental problem with this argument can be summed up with this hypothetical, and I think it should be used on anybody who deploys it. If there's a child predator who's black, is it okay to, like, be racist to them? Is it, like, okay to, like call them the N-word and, like, just say, like, super racist shit to them? Is that okay? Is that okay? You can think of a million different hypotheticals off of that. But, just answer just answer that question. Answer that question for me.
Imagine the outrage if the roles were reversed.
Facts and logic, buddy.
I know you're probably from like California or something, but you can assume my gender. It's okay.
Like I alluded to, this is really only the tip of the iceberg for Ruben and trans people. Clearly, it has been a long-standing belief of hers. Like, here's an uncovered tweet from 2016 from her Gary Oak the Great Twitter account where she reduces trans existence to wearing lipstick and also identifies as a trans woman. So just keep that in mind. Aside from the queer shit, though, I'm afraid to say Z actually has a bunch of other extreme beliefs that motivate Zem. This might be a rough one for some of the Ruben fans, but here we go.
My name is Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong. Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong. Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong. Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong.
This section is titled Far-Right Conspiracy Theories in brackets yes actually. I think one of the main things that attracts people to Ruben Sim's channel is the feeling of being like the underdog punching up at the powers that be, maybe, perhaps, God. And I'm not gonna tell you that that isn't what he's doing, but I will tell you that it isn't for the reason you would hope it is. Here comes the part that's gonna get clip-chimped. Ruben actually, by his own admission, appears to believe in a sort of QAnon-style conspiracy theory, but for Roblox. Whoa, what a headline. Yeah, he believes that Roblox is a corporation run by possibly Jewish pedophiles who actively want children to be groomed on the platform, that they have gone woke, which is a bad thing, and are pushing feminism and white erasure. And yeah, no, that's the reason that their moderation sucks, by the way. It's because they're pedophiles who want to groom children, not because, like, capitalism breeding innovation or something. No. It's because they want children to be groomed. How could I substantiate such a wild claim, you are asking, dear viewer? Extra, read all about it, baby. Even though it's, like, pretty obvious, like, how do you not know that this is, like, you know, going on? You have like hundreds of thousands of users here doing shit like this on the platform.
I'm starting to lean more towards the idea that people at the company are like into this stuff. I've been holding back on like accusing them of that, and I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to this type of stuff, but it's at the point where it's like there's no way.
Okay, but like that didn't have anything to do with them being Jews. I mean, sure, yeah, he just said there in that clip that he thinks that the Roblox mods are all pedophiles, but that didn't have anything to do with the Jews. Okay, so here's a clip of him calling David Baszucki a Jew. Oopsie.
We'll talk about admins, how they don't have a clue. We'll talk about David and how he is a...
I don't like where this is going.
How he is a old person.
I swear I'm gonna...
What? Whoa, what? Wait, what?
Get it? You fucking get it? You get it? The joke is that the rhyme is completed. I don't think I need to do a rhymes highlighted here. Like, it's pretty obvious what he's saying, that David Baszucki is a Jew. That's what he's saying.
Really, gone fishing? One clip? I mean... Dude, how many of these, like, sarcastic... This is a commercial that someone else made for Roblox Watch that he included to say that all the Roblox mods are Jews.
Become a moderator. We treat all users fairly, each treated as if they were our own child.
Yeah, this is a thing where he puts, it puts someone's ban on the screen and then puts cutouts of the Star of David over it to imply that it was done by the Jews, and then also saying that the Roblox mods are motivated by more shekels. Oopsie.
Want the illusion of power. Need a few more shekels?
Need a few more shekels?
Also, here's him calling an image of the Happy Merchant anti-Semitic caricature a Roblox mod.
An image of a smiling Roblox staff member with the subtext, "Thanks for the 200,000 Robux. It'll go to a good cause."
An image of a smiling Roblox staff member with an image of a smiling Roblox staff member with an image of a smiling Roblox staff member with an image of a smiling Roblox staff member. Also, here's a clip of him literally comparing himself to Adolf Hitler.
Speaking of goodwill and charity, Roblox Watch Redditor Hyperpona created and publicized a Change.org petition asking mods to stop banning Ben Simon on site. He did nothing wrong. Possibly due to its similarity to the phrase Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong, this campaign only reached 4 signatures.
He compares himself to Adolf Hitler. How is the Ruben Nation gonna dig their way out of that one, is my question, honest to God.
Oopsie. How are we gonna excuse that one? How is the Ruben Nation gonna excuse that one? Well, gone fishing, that was like a million years ago. Okay, well, this wasn't.
Here's a deleted video from April 1st of 2019 where the joke is that Roblox has gone woke, and because they are going woke, they are
categorizing users based off of race. I announced that Roblox had plans to release a dominus transgenderist.
Ha ha ha, so funny. In addition to that, you know what else Roblox and wokeness is apparently doing? Well, wokeness is apparently, according to Ruben Sim, pushing white erasure. Yeah, here's a part where he jokes that pretty much because they're woke, they're gonna make white people have vasectomies so that they stop breeding. Interesting.
I basically said that Roblox was providing vasectomies to employees as part of their benefits.
In the same video, he also jokes that Roblox has, because they've gone woke, they are now trying to quote-unquote pay women more just for being women, which is like his like bastardization of feminism. Pretty much while the video is a joke, he's using it to leverage criticisms at what he deems wokeness. First one is from January 1st, 2016. Second one is from October 30th, 2015. And the last one is from April 1st, 2019. So, look, I could definitely see an argument for someone saying, like, we're talking about shit that's, like, at the earliest 5 years ago, before I was even a creator on YouTube. I'm sure, absolutely stone cold, 100%, I shouldn't be putting my hand over here because it's going to get cut off, 100% sure that Ruben has shown major developments and change in the 5 years since then. You can already tell that this is like a sarcastic. Yeah, I will leave you with nothing more than these two. Here's a post from his Ask Me Anything on Kiwi Farms where he literally says that furries are trying to fulfill their goal of they're like self-hating whites, and they are trying to fulfill their goal of the eradication of the white race.
See, and the unfortunate thing about this post is that, like, the rest of it, I actually agree with, if you could believe that. He does address, like, an actual problem with, people viewing, like, black people as, like, animals almost, but then he just caps the post off with, and they're doing it because they hate white people and they want, like, a white genocide. Yeah. That's why. You almost had the landing stuff.
Awesome. And then here's him under a video of a kid using a VR headset in public. He posts an image that supports this right-wing conspiracy theory about the World Economic Forum. Like, this whole, like, you will eat the bugs type shit. That was from February. So yeah, I rest my case, Your Honor. I think we're more than good at this point. I think it's pretty clear he still believes this shit. He's just gotten much better at concealing it. Like, it is the one puzzle piece that when you put it in place, it makes everything else just instantly make sense. It makes his activity on BitChute, a platform like pretty much dedicated to hosting right-wing conspiracy theories and hate speech, make sense. It makes his involvement with Kiwi Farms make sense. It makes his crusade against furries, a community known for the amount of, you know, queer people in it, make sense. It makes the fact that his rhetoric that he spews is identical to, like, people in the Daily Wire say about trans people, but just for a different group. And a host of other shit just, like, seemingly clicks into place once you realize he is probably motivated by, like, fringe right-wing conspiracy theories that, you know, Jewish pedophiles or the, you know, New World Order are pushing degeneracy to systematically eradicate the white race. And I will leave you to decide what that is indicative of.
Like I mentioned at the top of this video, it took me a while to make this one. It's actually been the longest break that I've ever gone without uploading a video. And that's because I was, like, you know, on vacation with my girlfriend and having a good time and shit. And I wanted to throw this bit in at the very end because, it's just kind of true. I believe I was messaging people on Discord for, like, a brief moment, and I saw that the Ruben Sim Exposed guy, Jersey Furry, was, like, trying to mention me on Twitter and do all this shit. Well, I was just living life, and I didn't even realize it because, you know, whatever. I dipped my toes into it for a second, and then I just went back to, you know, chilling with my girlfriend and watching TV and whatnot. And then I paused TV and I turned to her, and I told her, I was like, you know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? And I said, this discourse is so miserable. This is so f***ing miserable. I don't think the people who engage with this shit realize how f***ing miserable you are. Ruben especially, in all caps. You are miserable, dude. You have got to be miserable. Other shit happened while I was on break. We literally did nothing to provoke this, but as I mentioned in the second part of this video, my girlfriend is now getting harassed and threatened by Ruben Sim fans. Great, awesome stuff. That's definitely just going to continue and heighten more and more when this video comes out, because Ruben is definitely going to double down, or at least continue to signal boost it, even when he sees what it's done to us. Because he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't actually care. He's not care. I was able to predict that, like, pretty much my girlfriend was going to get harassed through this video. Like, we knew that going into it. So I felt like I would give her an opportunity to just say shit and speak her mind in this video. So that's what this is going to be.
Okay, what do I say?
I don't know. You can say whatever you want.
I'm thinking. This is really important for my future. Actually, no. I was gonna say buy my commissions, but I don't like doing that. And I already have... No, I don't want to say that because I already have a full list. Cut that out. I don't want to... I draw... Okay, hold on. I draw anything for money. Anything. I draw anything for money. I mean anything. You can just ask me. Just don't be illegal about it. No CP, no weird shit, no... I don't know. Anything that is bad. But I draw anything for money. Name your price. I will think about it. I don't know. I really like Tristan, and I really like what do I like? I like what you like? I really like that burger place's milkshake.
Oh my god.
I'm telling people about myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. And this is the best part of the video. You better not cut anything out.
I'm not going to.
Okay. I'm thinking. I'm just awesome like that.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks. I know. I don't have a penis. I'm not trans. If you're paying me, I could be trans. What? Yes. Look, we need the money. I'm thinking this is really important for my future. You don't understand. This is like my career starting point.
Go ahead, yeah.
I think that's it. I hope nobody twists my words and makes me say something bullshit. Oh yeah, this video was about Ruben. Oh, sorry. Had to make it about myself again, you know.
But this is
it's
supposed to be about you. This is literally about you.
Sorry. Hi Ruben. Bye Ruben.
This has been Ben Simon reporting from the Gaza Strip. For everyone watching, thank you, and shut up, loser.